Good morning.
Morning.
It's Valerie, otherwise known as the Chick Picker, and Poplar Picker, otherwise known as Nikki. And it's Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday the 19th.
Tuesday, yeah.
Time's flying.
Yeah,
Time's going quick.
Christmas is almost here.
Yay!
It's going to be 2018.
I can't believe that.
We're only 2 weeks away from 2 weeks away from 2018.
Yeah. Man, this year has flown by.
It has. It has.
Steven says he's first. And Sassy Sellers second in the running. If you guys are having a great morning. Shantae, good morning. How did last night? It went good. I got a little bit of work done, so that was good. So, just waiting to see what today brings. I actually have a lot of work to do.
Is Sally sleeping this morning?
I don't know. It's possible. It's very possible. Let's see here. But yeah. Good morning, Hank. Still in town, so my service is sucky. Well,
Morning, Hank. Morning.
hope you have a good morning.
Morning, Steven.
She said the video works, but I can't hear you guys.
Oh.
Well, at least you got half of it.
Do you want us to do sign language for you, Hank? You want us to do sign language for you?
I don't think you want that.
I have to go heat up my hot dish. 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I got a lot. I wouldn't say a lot, but I got some running around to do today, paying bills and so I'm gonna go get that stuff done and try to do that this morning after the show, and I might swing by the thrift store just to see if there's anything and find out when the next bag sale is. Hi,
Todd.
What's up, my baby monkeys?
What is with that? My baby monkeys.
What?
My baby monkeys.
Yeah, this is the monkey house, and y'all are the monkeys.
Okay.
Hey, with the monkeys.
Hey, I like the monkeys.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I loved that show.
Davy Jones was so cute.
He was.
That was like the most stupidest show ever I've ever seen in my life.
I watched it every Saturday morning.
Yep.
I just watched it a few times here, like about a year ago, and it was the stupidest thing I ever seen in my life.
We're too busy singing to put anybody down. Hey, with the monkeys.
Hey, Frankie's Finds.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
The Monkeys show was kind of like the clean version of Cheech and Chong movies.
What are you talking about?
That's kind of how their show was. They just ran around doing stuff and getting into adventures.
Frankie's fine says, I'm dancing in my chair. Hey, Carla Ray.
Don't say it's monkeying around. We're too busy singing. Put anybody in with a monkey.
Yep. Then Nikki doses us with reality.
Hi, Mike.
Oh my
Nikki
gosh.
doesn't like the monkeys.
Nope, she don't like him.
It's not my cup of tea. I'm from a different generation, though. So, you know.
I am from a different generation, but I always liked them. I always thought they were, I don't know.
Yeah, they were my favorite group when I was 12.
Oh.
I don't know.
But, you know, when I was a kid, I thought The Incredible Hulk was like the greatest show ever. And I tried watching it when I was an adult. And I was like, God, is this dumb. I was like, it's so fake. It was horrible. I was like, oh my God. I mean, the story of it was fine, but it was just so fakey.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny how you put these, I don't want to say put them on a pedestal, but you think they're the greatest thing, and then when you're little, when you're a child, or when you're a teenager or whatever, and then when you get to a certain age when you're an adult, it's like, man, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
They had me fooled. Buffaloed.
Yeah, I only watch the real shows with real lines like "Get Smart."
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was all about reality right there.
Yeah. Now, see, Frankie's Finds. I was too young to think he was cute. I mean, I was like, I love the Dukes of Hazzard too, which I still do like. And I like the Incredible Hulk. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't what I remember it being. See, I used to watch the Incredible Hulk, and I would sit on my dad's shoulders. And when the Incredible Hulk would change, I would change too, and I would like rough my dad up, and I would pull his hair and jump up and down on his shoulder. Probably why he's got bad shoulders today.
Did you tear your shirt off and turn green?
Not quite, but close. And my mom used to be like, "How can you handle that?" Oh God, I just had fun when he turned into the Incredible Hulk. So I mean, that's how little I was,
Yeah, we were all fooled back then.
Me and him watched that and the Dukes of Hazzard every single week.
BJ and the Bear.
No, I never watched that.
You did it? Greg Evigan. Yeah, he was one of my posters on the back of my door.
I didn't know about Greg Evigan until he was on My Two Dads.
Oh yeah. And that's really scary, is that I actually remember his name. That's like, yeah.
I never watched Gentle Ben, but I watched Grizzly Adams. Is that the same?
Mm-hmm. Those were the days.
Yeah. I imagine if I watched Godzilla today, it would be horrible too.
Oh, yeah.
I used to love
Absolutely.
Godzilla.
So I put up one of the big shelves yesterday.
Yeah.
Man, those suckers are hard to put up by yourself. There's 4 bars, right? And you have to slide each shelf down on top of the bars, and they're all floppy and stuff. And you're like, I need 2 more hands. I need 3 more hands. And then you put the little keeper things. You get one too far down, and the other 3 are right. You're like,
Mm.
how come this shelf is so weird? And then you go, oh crap! Now I got to take it all back apart to get to that thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, my pile is 10% less pilish looking.
Woohoo!
That's good.
You're making progress.
Well, that pile. I got several piles.
I'll do.
So I got another one of those shelves to put up, and then one of the easy plastic ones. You just slip it together.
Right.
But
Oh, here we Yeah,
Did
I
you see
was a
what
little.
Mike said? He said, speaking of kids shows, I'm going back to my original career plans, dressing up in red spandex and kicking the crap out of bad guys. Good plan.
Yeah. I'm not sure how the red spandex will go over, but
Shouldn't be too bad. He's skinny.
that's true. He'll be all right.
He might be able to pull it off.
Yeah. Hey, I suppose there are people that dress worse these days anyway, so.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, Michael fit in real good at Walmart.
That's probably the first place he'd go to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because that's where all the bad guys hang out. So I
Did you guys get
wonder if the
any?
jewelry store is going to be open today so I can get my watches fixed.
Maybe you should call him before
Yeah.
you go.
Well, it's on the way to the post office anyway. If I wait until after 9 o'clock, I should be able to drive by. And
True.
if he's not open, I'll just do a drive-by shooting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that's a little, not even a little. I would be frustrated myself.
Well, I'm not sure that he's not shut down. I mean, it was a fairly new business, and
Oh,
Right.
he seemed like a nice guy and everything, but I don't know.
Mm.
It's tough to make it in a small town with a brick and mortar, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say so.
Car insurance is due.
oh yeah, mine's due today too. Thanks for saying that. I gotta pay that. I told myself last night, oh, when you get home, pay the insurance. Forgot.
Yeah, I still do it the old-fashioned way. Write a check and mail it in.
Yeah, I just pay mine online. Actually, I pay it on the phone, I should say. Frankie Fine says she's got a guest watch that I can't open the back of. Maybe I can stop at the jeweler's today to see if they put up a new battery in it for me.
Yeah. I mean, you might try that. And she said earlier it's nice out today. Sunny and
Oh,
around 30. Landlady's cat came to visit, so I had to give him some treats so he will keep the mice out of my house.
yep.
Now that the dogs are gone, he likes it over here. Oh, she won 2 ladies' guest watches
Oh,
for $1 at auction. That's great.
nice.
Now you just got to get them working, right?
I went on that top adder the other day. That seems like one of those. Well, it's not. You don't have to buy tokens to do it to bid. Anyways, we'll see it. It says I won't get the thing until January 17th through the 20th. So it must be coming from overseas.
Hmm. Yeah.
So we'll see what kind of piece of crap I get. It was a smartwatch,
Oh,
which I
really?
didn't expect. Which I didn't expect much for $8. I mean, I won the bid for $8, so
Yeah.
free shipping.
If y'all do watches at all, it only costs like $15 to get the little tools to put in your own batteries and take the backs off and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not hard. Well, it's not hard on 93% of them.
Anyways, I just wanted to try the site to see what it was, and
Well, if it's a smartwatch,
yeah, I don't imagine
that's,
it will be a
you
very
know.
good one. It'll probably break with it. Well, it says you have on top adder. It says you have like a. I don't remember if it was 14 or 30-day return policy. So
Oh, wow. That's
from
pretty
when
good.
you get it, from when it's delivered. So
Yeah.
if it's a piece of crap, I can get my $8 back.
There you go. There you go. I
Probably have
sold
to
some.
pay for shipping.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I sold something else on True Gather yesterday. True
Oh,
Gather.
yeah, I haven't sold nothing on there ever. At least I don't think. I would assume I'd get an email.
Yeah, they send out emails. That's like that's like the third thing that I've sold. They're probably within the last month or 6 weeks.
Well,
So I don't know what's going on, but
that's cool.
apparently my stuff is getting looked at, so that's a good thing.
Well, the thing about it is this time of year, people are searching on Google for stuff, and they're seeing it, so they click on it, and it's going to. Yeah, I haven't sold nothing on there. Hmm.
I think I need to make some coffee. It's very, very yachty. I definitely tried to sleep in this morning, and I did. I slept for probably another 30 minutes or so. I think I had a dream about you, Nikki.
About me?
Yeah. Like I can't remember what it was, but I think I had a dream about you. You were in my dream anyway. I usually don't remember. I just get little snippets of my as the day goes by. I remember a few things about the dream. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I think she was in it last night. I don't know what it was about, but
Hopefully that was nice.
it was probably something good. Doing a Thelma and Louise heist or something.
Hank, I think you need to shut your mouth right now.
Oh.
Sweating so bad because the humid's so bad today. Freezing here.
Yeah.
See you later, Hank.
I think we got today and tomorrow is supposed to be in the 50s, and then it's supposed to drop
Huh.
down to what it's supposed to be.
I think it's supposed to be like 20 something today. In the high 20s.
I'm gonna make me some coffee. I got the Yanni's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. It's mighty foggy out there, though. Oh.
I don't know what the weather's going to be like today.
I am gonna try when I do my listings from now on. I'm gonna try and start putting stuff onto Macari. I'd actually like to go back over to the Bonanza and see if. But I know that the last time that I went over there, they had like. It was different where you had to. They wanted a fee for getting in. They didn't used to charge a fee for things, but for like a membership fee or whatever. But I think they do now. I'd almost rather do that than Macari because it's a little easier. You just export or import all your stuff from eBay.
No.
And I'm lazy. I don't want to do all that work.
It's supposed to be 34 and sunny today.
Oh.
But blustery, it says. So that must mean it's supposed to be windy. And then tonight, the skies will be partly cloudy and the low will be 6.
Ugh. 6.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then tomorrow it's supposed to be 15. Thursday's supposed to be 23 and Friday's supposed to be 24. But then Christmas is supposed to be below 0. Like 6 below, and then nighttime will be 14 below.
Ugh.
And then it starts below 0.
I mean, we had really cold weather in November. November was super, super cold. And then December, it really lightened up.
Hi, Nissa. Hi, Mario. Hi, Charles. Mario said, good morning. Not a happy seller today. Woke up to a return. Oh, well, I just accepted it. Move on. That's the way to do it.
Sometimes that's just what you got to do. Hey, Anissa. Just had a jewelry store put in battery in my Fossil watch. Huh.
Hmm.
They said they did it free for signing me up for a credit card.
Oh. I don't know why I'm still yawning. I need to take a shower. That's probably what the problem is.
Oh, it's
Wow,
contagious.
it is. You got 31 watching already, though.
Woohoo!
Don't forget to give the thumbs up.
Woohoo! Woo! In honor of Mr. Ric Flair. That reminds me, I need to get. I have a couple of those WW. I think it's WWF because it's an older style. They're the little figurines.
Oh,
And I think I'm going to give them to my nephew,
Hmm.
a great nephew actually.
Hi, Diane. Hi, Karen.
To watch Pro Todd to help me list the watch. Oh, I need the Watch Pro. I need to learn how to read. And I need Angie to help me with a junk costume ring. I need the list. There you go. Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Karen's at the beach. I wish I was at the beach.
Yeah.
I'd be soaking up that sun.
I could be at the beach, but in a few minutes, but it's really freaking cold.
Yeah.
It's not a very nice beach this time of year.
Sally messaged me. She says she's got a massive headache this morning. Said that she was going to eat some breakfast and then take her medication, and hopefully she'll be better. So.
Oh, I hope she feels better.
Yep.
Todd, you been getting any sales?
I got 4 packages going out today.
Cool.
It's kind of slowed down since the last couple of days. But I mean, I had really good sales from Black Friday until a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
So I can't complain.
Yeah, this weekend was actually pretty good for me.
Let's see. Last 31 days, I'm up 17% over the previous 31 days.
Cool.
And I've sold some every day on the 31 days.
Nice.
And what's my average? As long as I'm reporting in. Let's see.
You're so funny, Stephen. Frankie's Fine said Mom kept all of my grandmother's stuff, and now I got it all.
Wow.
Well, maybe you got some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
Good vintage stuff. Stephen was teasing me about sand dollars. That was Lake Michigan, not Lake Superior.
I'm getting $200 a day average since Black Friday.
Nice.
Well, ain't bad.
But, 10% is shipping because I charge for shipping, and 10% is eBay, and 3% is PayPal. So,
Right.
and then you got to buy the stuff that you're selling. So,
Yeah.
Right.
I don't keep minutia records of how much each item costs.
Yeah.
Like I sold a World War II photograph of a girl in her dad's uniform today, and I've had that thing for a year.
Oh.
So there's no way I can remember how much it cost me. But I got it in a tote of other stuff, and I've already sold some stuff out of that too. So I don't know. It'd be hard to nitpick and get every little detail like that.
Yeah. As long as at the end of the year, what you spent is, or what you made is more than what you spent. So.
Yeah, they got prop sales. He keeps pretty detailed records, but I'm not going to do that.
Frankie's Fine says, I also have 2 boxes of record albums to list, but I can't decide if I should list them individually or lot them together, or what to do with them.
Yeah, are they vintage or they? If they're not vintage, you can just excuse me. If they're not vintage, you can just scan the barcode, and if they're not
Sounds
profitable
like it's
enough
probably
to,
her grandma's stuff.
She said the
Yeah, she said
70s.
70.
yeah, yeah, they make good lots, and they ship medium mail, so. But records, you have to listen to all of them, which is not a problem. You can put records on while you're doing other things,
Yeah.
Right.
but you don't want to ship out any records that skip.
Yeah, I think I got some records from, must have been an auction, and they were old. There was a few John Denver in there. Was it John? I think it was John. I think it was John Denver.
Yeah.
And but I looked at them, and they weren't, they weren't the greatest. So then, and I don't have a turntable or anything, so I just got rid of them. I only had probably 10 or 12 of them, so I just put them in their store pile, take them back and donate them. Maybe somebody else can use them.
A couple of years ago, I got a huge, huge, huge box of records. It was probably about 3 years ago. And at the time, the only records that sold were classic rock. So I just finally, instead of going through all of them to see if any of them were worth anything, I just flipped really quick through them, and then I just got rid of all of them. I took them all to Goodwill.
Yeah.
There was probably at least 50 or so records.
I think there comes a time where you have to make a choice on, can you do something with it, or is it just something that's just going to sit around?
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, you have to know enough to list them what their people want to know what you judge the cover as and what you judge the record as, and I just didn't want to I just didn't want to set myself up for a bunch of returns, you know.
True.
And it's one of those. It's like critiquing coins, you know. I mean, I have no clue on how to critique that stuff, and I mean, I can say it looks fine to me, but how is that? How is a collector actually going to feel about it? You know?
Right.
Right.
I
I just play them and make sure they play, and then give a description as good as I can, and then go on.
yeah.
I mean, I would have made a good profit on them because I only paid $1. So I mean, there was anywhere between 50 and 100 of them there, but I don't remember. But so I mean, even if I sold all of them for $1, it would have been worth. I mean, I would have made good money on it and as a whole, but it just wasn't worth it to me.
Yeah, there was a pile of LP records in the last online auction, and it got to $30. No, I don't want it.
Oh.
There was probably at least 150 records, but
Yeah, I don't see as many movie projectors and reel-to-reels as I used to either. I used to pick those things up all the time.
yeah, I got a Bell and Howell movie projector sitting in the pickup from the last auction. I haven't even gotten it out yet.
I have a reel-to-reel outside, but out in the garage, but I think it was on the damp floor, so it may be ruined. I don't know.
Frankie's Fine says she found a GAF movie reel sealed yesterday at the thrift store.
New in the box? That's pretty incredible.
Oh.
Yeah, I know my dad he's got many, many reels of movies. I don't know what all that's on them, but I know when he was younger, when I was younger, he used to watch them, occasionally. And I want to say that there's some from Vietnam, but couldn't guarantee that.
Oh. Hey, Killian. Elizabeth.
Good morning, Killian. Hey, it's a monkeys. I still
Oh,
got
God.
that song in my head.
Can't say we're monkeying around. We're too busy singing. Put anybody down.
That's right.
We're just trying to be friendly.
I never could get into them or the Beatles. I just couldn't.
I like the Beatles too, and I used to like those round glasses. I thought those round glasses were so cool, and my dad hated them. When he found them in the house, he would immediately break them.
Huh.
I get them at the flea market, and he would break them every single time. He hated those.
Only druggies wore them.
I'm now I know that. I couldn't understand. That was the thing is I never understood why he didn't like them. But I mean now it it makes sense. But
No.
just like
John Lennon glasses?
yeah,
Okay.
just like the roach clip that had the feathers on them. I used to love those things,
Oh, God,
and
yeah.
he would do the same thing with those. He would throw them in the trash whenever he found them, and I just didn't understand. I didn't get it, but nobody explained it to me. Like, hey, this isn't really for your hair. This is for, you know, to smoke weed. I didn't know that. So
I never knew Davy Jones died.
yeah, he died. I'm trying to think of when he died.
I see 2012.
Huh.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Hmm.
I used to date this guy in high school, and he was all about John Lennon. He loved John Lennon. He actually looked a lot like him. Um, and he was a great artist, and he always used to do the caricatures and stuff like that. And he would draw pictures of John Lennon and the group and everything. It was pretty cool.
Wasn't John Lennon like a weirdo?
John who?
John
Yeah, he got
Lennon.
out there.
Well, I'm sure he had his he was pretty eccentric, I think. I think it was just because he could be, you know.
I always liked the Beach Boys.
Yeah,
I never saw Paul Revere and the Raiders. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
And that was a bunch about the same time. They were on TV some too.
Cherokee people. There you go.
Yeah. Cherokee people, Cherokee tribe, so proud to
I wasn't
live,
that big into the
so
70s music.
proud to die.
I like the 50s and 60s music though, the doo-wop. I like that kind of music. Golden oldies. I've always liked that. But like the 70s music, I really wasn't into that. It was all just a bunch of druggies and it kind of seemed like a lot of angry music. They were all
Yeah,
fighting wars, so everybody was angry then.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying there's no 70s music that I don't like, but yeah, most of it I didn't care for. I mean, I like some of the like the Bee Gees and stuff. They were good. I mean, they were.
Yeah, I liked my mom played a lot of the oldies. For her it was, you know, 50s,
Yeah,
and that's what she grew up on, 50s and 60s. So the Supremes, the Temptations,
yeah, I
you
like that
know.
stuff.
Um and that's where I, found out about Elvis, and she
My
was the
mom
one
said
that
she.
introduced me to that, to
My mom
Elvis.
said she cried for a week when Elvis died.
Yep.
My mom loved Elvis.
Staying alive.
Oh my gosh, I remember when I was a little kid and Andy Gibb died.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that was traumatic for me. I liked Andy Gibb.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. Comfortable life. I grew up in the 50s listening to the good songs and living the good life. There you go.
Yeah, I like the doo-wop stuff, the sock hop. Yeah.
Man, it's raining.
Is it?
It's raining men. Is that what you said?
I said, man, it's raining.
Oh, okay.
Didn't say it was raining men.
I'm just saying. That's what I heard. So any auctions today or storage units or anything like that, Todd? Or are you just still working on your shelves?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, I need to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
There is an online auction, but I don't know.
Killian. I'm assuming that's referring to the raining men comment. I've been single far, far too long now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have 2 available sons.
You have one available son. You have one that's going to be hitched soon.
He hadn't proposed yet.
Well,
I don't know what he's waiting on. She's a cutie pie. Pretty nice girl.
yeah. That's true. Frankie's finds.
Caveman age.
I think there's the plenty of fish in the sea, but I think they're all prehistoric.
Yeah.
Oh my. So I guess we're gonna have the listing challenge on Saturday this week, since Sunday's Christmas Eve. I think that's kind of what we decided on. Um, and I always try to pick days that Sally can be involved too, and she's
Yeah.
off on Saturday, so that should work pretty good.
Then how about for New Year's? You're gonna have that one on Saturday too, and then
Yeah, I think we'll do it for the next 2 weeks, and then we'll get back to regular on Sunday after the new year. God, I can't
Okay.
believe I can't. I mean, number one, I can't believe it's going to be 2018. But I mean, I remember being a kid and thinking, 2020, and that just seems so
I know.
futuristic.
Yeah, we didn't think we were gonna be alive then.
No. And it's just so crazy that we're so close to that. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah. Yeah, we're only 2 years away from 2020. That's scary.
Like I can remember like watching, oh, what was it that I can't remember the show now. It was like And I can't even tell you who played in it. Buck Rogers? I think it was Buck Rogers was the main actor. I think it was Buck Rogers. And, and it was like the 21st century. I don't know, 20, was it 21st century?
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to remember that actor's name, and I cannot. He played the $6 Million Man.
Oh, Lee Majors.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it just seems so. Some of those shows like that almost kind of like creep me out because
Yeah.
it almost scared me, just thinking of that, the world could be like that. Well,
Yeah.
we're kind of close to that, just thinking, oh, how weird would that be having, cars flying in the sky and
Mhm.
just it would really kind of bother me. I don't know. Oh, Hank's got a bag full of goodies to list.
Mhm. Welcome back, King.
I got all my shipping done before the show started. There's only 3 packages, but still. At least you don't have to hear the tape music. Yep, don't forget the Jetsons. I always like the Jetsons too. That's right. Gil Jared starred in Buck Rogers. Oh, it wasn't? I thought it was Lee Major.
Buck Rogers TV shows in the 1950s.
Yeah, the $1 Million Man. Yeah, that was Lee Majors.
Buck Rogers. No. His character name was Buck Rogers. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, well, Buck, yeah, there was an original black and white TV show called Buck Rogers. Forget. That's been a long time ago.
Huh. Buck Rogers in the 25th Century was the show. Yep.
Okay. So Lee Majors did a remake of that, I guess.
Right. Yeah, 79 to 81. Yep. Thank you. Sure is quiet out there.
I was in first grade when that Buck Rogers in the 21st Century was on TV because I remember watching it.
Yeah. I love that show.
Yeah.
Remember
What
this-
was that other one with those? We had a lunchbox for it. Remember?
Electro Woman and Dyna Girl?
No. It's where they're in that spaceship, the planet got
Oh,
blown.
Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, that one.
Green from Bonanza.
Yeah, that one.
I like Electro Woman and Dyna Girl.
remember watching that one. I know it's Dietrich Hall that's
Dietrich
on
Hall,
Days of
yeah.
Our Lives,
Oh,
but
man,
I don't.
Yeah, I watched it.
I don't ever remember watching that one.
Electra Woman was the bomb. It's raining Electra Woman. Yeah, and I'm like, I remember the show, and I'm like, even as a boy, because it was 2 female leads or whatever, I'm like, it was still a pretty good show. And I'm like, yeah, why did that only run 1 season? Well, because Deidre Hall winds up on what soap was that?
Days of Our Lives.
Days, yeah. She goes on to bigger and better things, and that's the end of Electra Woman.
Right.
Which I thought actually was better than the soap.
I don't see anything in his movie thing that he was on.
Who's that?
Lee Majors.
Well, maybe it was that Gil Gerard.
It was definitely Gil Gerard. I mean,
Was
I'm on
it?
the movie database. It's
Okay.
well, as soon as you guys said it, because he reminded me, Gil Gerard looks a lot like this guy I knew in school. That's why I knew right away it wasn't Lee Majors. And then I went on Internet Movie Database with Gil Gerard.
Okay. Do they look similar?
Yeah, they look similar.
Okay.
Except one was hooked up with Bo Derek and one wasn't.
Oh. Was it Gil Gerard that was? No, it was.
Yeah, it was
Lee
Gil
Majors.
Gerard, who was in the 25th century. Buck Rogers in 25th century. I don't.
Yeah, Lee
they
Majors
don't
was married
look
to
that
Farrah
much
Fawcett.
alike, but
Okay, gotcha.
maybe a little bit.
Interesting.
That wasn't Lee Majors. That was Tommy Lee Jones.
In what?
Who?
They said in Lonesome Dove is like one of my favorite movies. I love Lonesome Dove. Anyways, I only watched it because I liked Ricky Schroeder back then. But I love the movie. I mean, the movie was awesome. Well, anyways, I was just looking at Lee Majors' movie thing, and it said that he was Woodrow F. Call in Lonesome Dove, and I was like, I don't remember Lee Majors doing that.
Huh.
Unless he was in unless they had a remake of Lonesome Dove, I don't know. But
Wasn't that the Lonesome Dove
I know
that they
they
did like in the 90s?
yeah, in the 90s.
Wasn't he like a real old character in that movie, I think?
It was Tommy Lee Jones that played Woodrow F. Call, and I knew that. And when they said Lonesome Dove, I was like, what? And that he played. I gotta go look it back up again. Maybe it was like a remake of Lonesome Dove or something. Oh, I love that movie. That was such a good movie. Now I can't find it.
Oh, but didn't they make it into a TV show after?
Oh, TV series. I see. Now it says TV series in '95. He was Woodrow F. Call on the TV series. I didn't know they made it into a TV series.
Yeah, I don't think it did very well, but I think they tried to.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I remember Tommy Lee Jones playing Woodrow F. Call, not Lee Majors. Yeah, I see there was a sequel of Lonesome Dove. I just love that movie.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, it's a good movie. And it had an all-star cast. I mean, it was so good.
It was like was it a mini series?
Yeah, it was a mini series on TV, but I think it used to be on Netflix. I don't know if it still is, but I remember I had to watch it in the bedroom because my parents didn't want to watch it.
Oh.
And then at the end, I was crying, and my mom comes in, and she's like, "Why are you crying? What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "This movie, I've been watching it for 4 days." And I was like, she's like, "Oh my gosh."
OJ says, "You guys just blew my mind. I spent my whole life thinking Buck Rogers was Lee Majors. I just Googled it, and you're right." Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that Lonesome Dove, they did such a good job at casting it. I mean, there was people like, well, like I said, Tommy Lee Jones, Ricky Schroeder, Danny Glover was in there. Trying to think who else. Angelica Houston. And what's his face? Robert Urich. I used to like him a lot. I mean, they just had tons of good people in there.
Ouch.
Oh my god, now I'm down all these Hollywood rabbit holes.
I used to think Robert Urich was so cute.
I love Westerns. Do you like watching Westerns, Nikki?
Yeah, I like Westerns.
But you know which one Western I can't watch, and I've tried. I mean, I really tried, because a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, it's great." Lonesome Dove. I just can't.
You don't like Lonesome Dove?
No.
I love it.
What's that?
Yeah, Robert Duvall.
And is that the one with Sam Elliott too?
No, Sam Elliott. I don't know. Sam Elliott wasn't in Lonesome Dove.
He's in another one. He's in another Western that I can't watch either. That's one of these ones like Lonesome Dove. For whatever reason, I just can't. It's too something. I don't know.
Why didn't you like Lonesome Dove? I thought it was a good story. Maybe it was too modernized. I don't know.
Maybe
Too girly.
Something wasn't there.
He's like a John Wayne kind of guy. I mean, he likes gritty kind of westerns, yeah.
Well, I always like that one that Lee Majors was in. What was that called? Big Valley? That TV show?
I remember Big Valley. Yeah, I guess he was in that.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it Barbara Stanwyck? Was she in that one too?
I don't know. All I know is Lee Majors.
It sounds like you got to think about Lee Majors.
Well, he was a big actor when I was a little kid. He was the $6 Million Man. Yeah, Robert Duvall was great in Lonesome Dove. Yes.
Barbara Stanwyck was the mom in Big Valley.
That's what I thought. Okay, yeah. I thought she was in that.
I don't know anybody else's names. I just knew Lee Majors because my husband was watching. I never watched it before, and my husband a couple of years ago was watching it on TV because it's on one of our channels, and I was like, "Hey, Lee Majors, man, he was a cutie back then." He's not real attractive now because he's got that weird look in his eye, but back then before he got that stink eye, he was actually a pretty good looking guy.
Yeah, and Lee Majors was Heath Barkley.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yes, now I remember. As soon as I saw Heath, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember him. And then Linda Evans was Audra.
Linda Evans, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember her being in that. She was the sister.
I remember well.
Yeah. Well, my kids want to know what to get me for Christmas. Maybe I should have told them Lonesome Dove on DVD.
I thought you were going to say Lee Majors.
No.
I used to have the $6 Million Man doll. You'd look through the back of his head. There's a hole in the back of his head, and you could see through the bionic eye.
Oh,
It's cool.
Huh. That's kind of cool.
It was like a little. It was like supposed to be like a little telescope, so you could look through. He had a hole in the back of his head you could look through, and they had this thing on his arm. You'd roll back the skin, and you could take out like these. They're just pieces of plastic. They looked like computer chips. They're supposed to be, if you want to work on his bionic stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew I saw him recently in something. He's the dad in Ash versus the Evil Dead in the TV show.
Oh, he's also the dad in Raising Hope.
Oh, that's right.
grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew I'd seen him in some stuff since he's been older.
He's a good smartass. He's got a
Yeah.
real dry, smartass sense of humor that is pretty funny.
He's a good actor.
Oh.
Yeah, and that stink eye he's got helps. Or do you guys never see that stink eye?
I didn't pay attention to his stink eye.
I'm the only one that notices that.
Maybe he's only giving you the stink eye.
Oh my God! Speaking of stink eye, I just watched It with that Pennywise clown. Oh man, that thing's creepy.
Did you watch that on Showbox?
Yep.
Did it have a bunch of Japanese writing on it or something?
Yes, extremely annoying. And
Yeah.
like a little thing they'd say, or copied by so and so. It's like, hey, congratulations! Now get the words off the screen so I can see the movie. It dips.
Did it go through the whole movie like that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But after a while, you just kind of ignore it. Well, for one, it's in a foreign language, so I can't read it anyway. So.
Yeah.
Was it scary?
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
You know who I always thought was a cutie patootie was Michael
Hey.
Landon.
Oh.
I always
I
thought
would-
Michael Landon was speaking of westerns. I like Michael Landon.
Oh yeah, Highway to Heaven. That was
My grandmother used to watch Highway to Heaven every day. It would be on, like, we lived in Milwaukee. It'd be on, like, around lunchtime or whatever. One of her routines was Highway to Heaven.
Oh
I
my
like
God.
Highway to Heaven. I was a big Michael Landon fan.
You go from Highway to Heaven all the way through Perry Mason.
Perry Mason I can watch. Highway to Heaven, not so much.
The old black and white Perry
Yeah, I
Mason.
know.
My
Oh,
husband
never-
liked Mason.
Yeah, they
I
did.
did not really into it.
When that Burr guy was old, it was in color.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or they brought it back or something like that.
And I am a huge fan of Little House on the Prairie.
I like Little House Full of Fairies.
I have all the Little House on the Prairies, all the movies, everything. My daughter a couple years ago got me the whole set of DVDs for Christmas. It was like one of the best Christmas gifts ever I've ever gotten.
My favorite parts of that series was the episodes where Laura would lay the smackdown on Nellie. Those are always
Yeah. Yeah, I still watch Little House on the Prairie. I love it.
and that shitty brother Willie. Here's another
Yeah.
neck.
Mm,
Nellie and Willie. Yeah, that was a good show.
My kids love Little House on the Prairie too. I've probably watched every episode of Little House on the Prairie probably 10 times over. My
When I was-
husband's like, you watch these because on TBS they used to have it, and it would play consecutively,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
would watch every single one. And my husband's like, how many more times are you going to watch all the episodes of Little House on the Prairie? I'm like, I love it. I can't get enough of it. I love that show.
Oh my God. One night, I'm like 13 years old, 14 years old, and I'm babysitting my sister and my brother. Okay, and the way that the house is full of additions, so it was kind of situated weird. But I'm at the end of this room that's like the rec room, and I'm hanging this map on the wall, and my sister is watching this little black and white TV and watching Little House on the Prairie on this little like hutch that it sat on. But she could see into my brother's room, but I can't see because she's at the L. That hutches are at the L. So I hear this banging, and I look over my sister, and I'm like, Elizabeth, what is that pounding sound? She won't look away from the TV, and she says nothing. I'm like, okay. And I hear this banging again. I say again, Elizabeth, what is going on? Oh, nothing. So finally, I'm like, something's got to be going on. I start walking towards her. So then finally, she pulls her head away from the TV just long enough to see my brother. Well, she starts screaming. He's got a hammer, and he's pounding on his 35-gallon fish tank in his room. And he's like 2.
Oh, my God.
With a hammer on the glass. And I come around the corner. I'm in socks. Well, she's in the kitchen dining area. As I come across, I'm in socks. So I do the slide up to the wall. And I remember I'm doing the slide across the floor. I see him. He gives me a big smile. He's holding the hammer. And I'm like, no. He gives me this big smile and just takes a final whack. Kapow, right through the fish tank. He's all cut up. He's got glass because the water shot the glass in his face and stuff. There's fish flopping around all over the floor. I got 35 gallons of water in the kid's bedroom.
Oh, my God.
All because she wouldn't look up from watching Little House on the Flippin' Prairie. Oh, man, I was ready to choke her. So, anyway, that's one of my Little House on the Prairie memories.
I hope she's not listening right now.
It's true.
Hi, let's be happy, Thrifter. Yeah. I used to like MacGyver and Touched by an Angel, too.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. Nikki, wow, we got a lot of different. We got some similarities. We got a lot of differences. I saw an episode of MacGyver where he takes a car battery and hooks it up to a bed spring for a trap. Now, so when a guy touches it, it'll get shocked. Well, you can lick your fingers. You can come right out of a swimming pool with soaking wet hands and put one hand on the negative and one hand on the positive on a car battery, and you won't even feel it. You need a coil to get a shock from a 12-volt battery.
Maybe.
No, he didn't.
You got to remember, when MacGyver was on, I was a little kid. So that shit was believable to me.
Right.
I was like, what? Junior high? Not even junior high. I don't even think I was in junior high yet. Or maybe just junior high.
I think junior high, because I think I remember it and I definitely think I'm in 6th or 7th grade when I remember it being on TV. Maybe into high school I remember it.
MacGyver can make a bomb.
Yeah, I went from 85 to 92. So 92 I graduated. But 1985 I was in 5th grade. So, I mean, yeah, I started watching it in 5th grade. So
I would have been 12 and 85 because I'm a year older than you.
Yeah.
I think MacGyver's like when they blew up those Chevy saddle tanks, when they kept on doing the test, but they couldn't get the Chevy to blow up. So then NBC actually had to put a explosive charge in the thing to make it blow up so they could show people how dangerous these trucks were. I think that's kind of how MacGyver was. They had to add something to make the MacGyver thing work. MacGyver stuff does not work.
Hi, Scrap Lady.
Hi, Scrap Lady.
Just so everybody knows, Scrap Lady is going to be my guest on the show tonight for List It or Ditch It.
Oh.
7 p.m. Central Time. My channel.
Yep. Poplar Pickers channel.
Poplar Picker plugs.
I got to give a plug. There's 43 people watching.
That's all right. I don't mind at all.
Where's Sally this morning? Sleeping in?
That feels good.
She had a headache. She was going to try and get some food dinner and was hoping that would make her feel better. And then she said she'd try to come on, but she's got one more night. And she's off for a whole 4. So she's she's
call her in or something.
Way to go!
Oh, here she came.
Way to go, Terry! You said her name, and there she is. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you talking crap about me?
Yep, we are.
Yeah, I know.
Are you really?
It's fine. It's only 42 people watching, only 15 thumbs up. Come on, people, give us some thumbs up.
Yeah,
we were saying.
We were saying how much we love you and that you're just such a great person, and
we were missing you.
Yeah, heck yeah, we missed you. Are you feeling any better?
A little bit. It's a bad one today.
Huh.
I was actually secretly thinking, man, I hope that bitch don't come out. No, I'm just kidding.
You're awful.
I want Valerie to be my sister.
Too bad she's mine.
I
She's
just
mine, and I'm never letting her go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little
So you
bit
got
better.
through. You got through the night.
Yeah, I have one more to go.
So tonight is that at 11 too, or is it?
Yeah.
It is okay.
The 6, yeah.
Well,
And I got my nacho machine.
oh, did you?
Awesome.
Great.
I'm super excited about that.
So now
Does
you
it
can
work?
get.
The only thing is the cover is broken on the side. So if you know, like, I looked them up and they go between $2 and $250 pre-owned. So I might be able to get like 150 out of it probably still.
I think I sold mine for around 200. I had one I sold about a year and a half ago.
Was it complete?
Yeah.
No.
It's the
This
kind that
one-
takes the bag or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a bag. And see, we got new ones that are separate. Like the cheese is in one and the chili's in another.
Oh.
And separate like cords and everything. And so the one that I have is it has a spot for chili and cheese, and it's broken on the side on the door part of it. Or it's not really a door, it's like a cover. And then but it has like a crack and stuff and it's broken right there. And then I don't know if I have the covers, the where the chili and cheese comes out. There's supposed to be like a cover that goes over there. I'm gonna have to look tonight and see if it's down in one of the cupboards. I know they took it off.
They give it to you
I
for
don't know if
free?
it was broke or not. But like the machine itself still works.
Did they give it to you for free?
Yeah.
Nice.
My boss was just gonna throw it in the dumpster. So, and then I got I got the tool to open the bag, and then I got and I'll just probably sell that with the machine, and then I got one of the little nozzles that comes with the chili and cheese, and those I looked them up and they go for like $15 a piece if they're in the package. And mine's in the package. Even though they get those for free if they order the chili and cheese, but
Right.
Actually, I
who
was
knows?
looking at them. They look like they're doing a little better than when I sold mine a year and a half ago, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I think I got about 200 for mine.
Yeah. Well, this one's huge compared to the new ones that we got. The new ones are so little; they look miniature compared to the ones we got.
I used to serve those at the bar. You know, you throw some chips in a paper bowl. You put that fake mystery meat chili and that cheese, and it just sits in that machine. It's not refrigerated or nothing. I'm like, I don't know how you people can eat this stuff.
It was hot though.
I tasted it one time. Yeah, oh yeah, it was a big size. I mean, I was always changing it. The chili, not so much, but the cheese bag. I mean, I was always changing. I was forever changing those cheese bags.
I don't remember you serving nachos at the bar.
Yeah, with that gross cheese on it.
Did they get rid of it?
I love that cheese.
I love gas station nachos, chili cheese nachos.
Oh, so freaking good.
And I throw some onions on it. Yum.
And see, like at my gas station, it doesn't last long because we have the roller grill right there to where we do hot dogs and brats and stuff. And so people will put their, hot dog up there and everything, and they'll throw cheese and chili on it, and plus they'll get nachos and throw a bunch of chili and cheese on there. So that cheese and chili doesn't last long in our station.
And
so
at Quick Trip, we're always checking that stuff, making sure it's all good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how do you check it? It's inside a bag. And I don't think it's even really food. I think it's actually some kind of plastic.
It's like
compound.
Cheese Whiz, I think.
Yeah, I think it's made of plastic.
I think it's like spicy Cheese Whiz.
It's not organic.
Made of plastic, Jim.
It's non-organic cheese and chili food in quotation marks. It's a food simulated polymer.
I love gas station nachos. I think they're so good.
Yeah, they are.
Them and gas station egg rolls. Yum.
We don't have egg rolls. I wish we did.
I'll be right back.
What's everybody doing today?
Freezing.
No, I saw them on our list.
Yeah, I gotta go do some errands here after the show.
Oh, yeah?
I gotta go pay a couple of bills.
Oh.
And I
That doesn't sound like any fun.
Well, it's not fun. But I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna take a trip over to the thrift store though. So I gotta put some fun into it. So I'll go to the thrift store and see if I can find anything. And then, yeah, somehow in the middle of that or after all that, I'll probably get some listing done. But
yeah,
got lots to do today. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, all of my inventory stuff is done. So I changed that around a little bit. So that's done.
What were you doing?
Well, I took all of my unlisted stuff out of the one room and put more of the listed stuff in. So I have 2 rooms with listed stuff.
Mm.
And the unlisted stuff is like on the back porch area.
Oh.
So because I don't have very much. I think there's probably 12 to 15 totes back there.
Yeah.
So I don't have that much unlisted stuff. So.
Well, that's good.
But I am still working on the garage and, getting that cleaned up. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Just do everything a little bit at a time and it'll all get done. So.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know. Keep trying.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take it from you. I just gave it to you.
But yeah, I'll probably go do that after the show, and that way I can get home in plenty of time and get some. I need to pay. I need to call PayPal. I got an email and it said that I pledged $30 to a. I sent a payment of $30 to Patreon.
Huh.
I don't know what that is.
That's it, like YouTube that you pay for.
It says Patreon pledge processing.
Have you bought anything lately?
I haven't, no.
Patreon is a thing where you do a membership to somebody like 10K on the Bay and Margaret, Texas Gal Treasures and stuff. They all have Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call PayPal on that and find out what the heck is going on because that's.
Oh, did they pull it out of your PayPal?
Yeah.
Yeah, she made like a donation to a video creator, I think.
I know I did. That pisses me off right there. So.
Have you even watched? Have you
No.
watched anybody on Patreon? Huh, that's weird.
So I don't know what that is. And it's not, when I look at my PayPal, like it doesn't show that there is a, it doesn't show it on the list of payments. So I don't know what it is.
Yeah, if it says something on the thing, like if it says if you dispute this claim or something, click here.
Right.
Be careful. Like, don't do anything off that email, because if they haven't really drawn anything on your PayPal, it's probably a phishing scam to get your password.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you'll try to log in through that page, you'll put in your password, it won't work, but now they have your password.
Right. Yeah, I haven't put anything in, or I haven't done anything with that. So I just went on my, it was on my phone. I went to my computer, logged into PayPal. There hasn't been, like I said, I don't show anything, any $30 amount. So
Yeah,
it's
didn't we
probably
get
just,
phishing things done to us once?
Yeah, but they don't have to get the money.
Yeah.
They're trying to get you to go in to fix it.
Yeah.
right,
So when you go in to fix it, that's when the password.
right.
So yeah, if you do anything, just contact PayPal directly through your PayPal site, not through this email.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, like if so they haven't taken it out of your PayPal yet, or they
No,
did.
there's nothing. There's nothing that says that they took $30 out of my PayPal.
Yeah. You might be right. They might be.
Okay. Yeah, that does sound like a
So-
phishing thing then.
Yeah. So I'll call them and let them know that something's going on. But yeah, I don't see any.
So you know, though, they may want to send you a new card with a new number.
Well,
Your
that's
other
true.
one down.
Yeah.
Just so you know. So if you're doing any shopping today, and then do
Yeah.
the call PayPal later, because you might not be able to use your card otherwise.
Right.
Either that or transfer your money.
And they'll probably have your card shut down until you get the new one.
Right.
Yeah.
Help. Now you don't have a debit card for a week. You're welcome.
But if anything
Yeah.
ever
Hey,
happens, like
thanks for nothing.
if anything ever happens like that, to where you have fraud, a fraudulent charge or something, they'll always back you up on that, and they'll because it is card and everything.
Blessings are stalking Joy.
They almost act like a bank, and
Right.
they'll usually have that money right back in your account within 24 hours or something. So they're pretty good about that, but they do want to. They always wanted to like down and send me a new card. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give them a call. I just noticed that because there's no alerts or anything on my account. There's nothing that says anything about Patreon or anything like that. So I'm sure it's probably just some kind of scam.
200 additional fixed listings or auction style listings.
Woohoo!
That's awesome. From December 19th to the 23rd. That's exactly what I needed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll call them on it. Find out what the heck's going on.
What the heck?
Did you have any sales yesterday, Sally?
Hold a game.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But my kid decided to take off on me.
So I decided to what?
To his friend's house. He's going to stay over there for about a week.
Jonah?
I was like, thanks a lot.
Who is that, Jonah?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I kind of needed him.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking forward to having him so he could take my pictures for me, but
Right, right.
I guess that kid's supposed to be leaving soon anyway, so spend time with him.
Yeah.
He's trying to move to Oregon.
Who is? Oh, this guy? This kid?
To
Is he
Oregon for a girl.
Is he trying to take Jonah with him?
Oh, he tried. I'm gonna shut that down quick.
Sally.
I did.
Huh? Sally.
I could. What?
What happened?
Shut that shit down.
Oh, he was going to try and move with him?
Was trying to get him to.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Sally, he's a grown man.
Yes, but it's the situation.
Okay.
So, like, that's like if I was to take them to go live with Brandon when I didn't know him.
Right. Right. I
That
understand.
thing to me, that's the same thing. Where they're planning on living is with
Right.
the person that he's infatuated with. So, you know, Jonah doesn't know them, so
Right.
it would be different if Jonah knew somebody in Oregon,
Right.
you know. But I don't know. I mean, if he wanted to, I guess there's nothing I could do about it, but
Yeah.
I'd throw a big old fit. That's all I know I'd do. I can handle doing that.
Yeah. Well, and you know the situation as far as you get somewhere and it's hard to get back home.
Mm,
You know, especially if nobody has a way to get you back home.
yeah,
You know, so if you're in a situation where things aren't, it's not a good living conditions or whatever.
right.
Hard to go back home. I can
Yeah.
understand you there.
Yeah, I was like, it's not like I can just come and get you. I mean, that would be
Right.
like, pull all my money together for a couple of months and try and do that, I mean,
Right.
it's just not something that I could just go do.
Yeah. The other Jason said, how old is Jonah? He's 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really, really wanted to do it, I don't think he wanted to do it,
Right.
but he was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Well, here comes my other one.
And push it.
I was talking about when Jonah was saying that he learned to go with Cody to Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy idea.
Huh?
It's a crazy idea.
Yeah. And I shut that shit down real fast. Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Comfortable life. I'm just gonna, see what I can figure out from PayPal and go from there. Whew. I may not be going anywhere for a while because it's foggy. Very, very foggy.
Windy outside. Hooked up.
Are you talking about that alarm clock? Yeah, just toss it.
I'll be right back.
I just like it because they had those different colors. I thought it was...
No, it is plugged in. I can't get it to work.
Yeah, trash it. Yeah, even that electronic shit, even if there's just some... Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, hey, we're on. Yeah, the electronic stuff, if it's even sketchy, just toss it. I don't like it. You just wind up with a return.
I'm just sitting here wrapping my Christmas presents with eBay tape.
Tell us the truth, Mom. Does Santa bring the presents or does eBay?
eBay pays for the presents.
All right, who's next? I have one last Christmas present's going to get delivered today, and then I'm done.
Yeah, I got a few more to get, but I'm almost.
Maybe you got one last Christmas present. What are you talking about?
One last present coming.
From where?
UPS.
Oh, for me, my truck part? I gotta fix my truck.
Yeah.
I gotta get it done.
I'm going to give you the present of running truck. It's not a present. Yes, the truck's going to run.
Karen, he knows that I have his best interests at heart. You know, he knows that it's not just because I don't want him to go because I'll miss him too much, but just he knows it's because, you know, I don't want him to get over there and get stuck or get in a bad situation.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see him now. Yeah, he's cute. He reminds me of Speck.
He does remind me of Spec.
A little bit.
It's the first Christmas on Spec.
I hold him. He just like cuddles to me.
Mabel's like that. When she gets in bed with me, that she like just snuggles in next to your face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we call him the necklace because he just like he will curl around your neck.
He's got the same facial expression as our Spec. It's like that semi-worried look they always have.
Yeah, and he's getting older too. So he's all this is. It used to be white, but now it's like turning gray.
Yeah.
My little prancy fancy.
Is he a Chihuahua?
Friends,
Yeah.
how awesome I am, Sally.
He's a teacup. Supposed to be a teacup. Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Well,
He's a cute dog, but I have a hard time seeing how he could be crammed into a teacup.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a teacup, but like he's probably only 4 pounds or something like that. 5.
is this worth selling? Mine's more rusted.
What are they getting?
There's none in the sold.
Junk it. That's junk. He has some dreamers. Oh wait, let me see that though.
It's for milk filters. You put your filters in there for your milking.
No, but I
machine.
put this by the workbench. I can put stuff. I can put parts and stuff in this. Can you hang it on the wall?
I would say so.
Yeah. I'll take this for a shot. Where would we put that? Looks like it mounts almost to like a roof or something. You know, it's almost like a roof angle. Mm-hmm. Or like to a piece of equipment that's got an angle like that.
Probably something in the milk part of it.
Yeah. I need filter discs.
Oh my god, this was supposed to get sent out. Did you throw this in here last
night?
The other Jason says, Nikki, I made some UFTA t-shirts for my merch account, and I've sold about 7 or 8 of them over the past several months. I owe you some commission.
Yeah, I think that's a trademark saying of Nikki Poplar Picker.
It's probably public domain.
Yeah, I'll take my royalty checks.
That's right. Karen's at the beach. You never stop worrying about your kids, no matter how old they get.
Well, they're always your babies.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm like so glad to have mine living under my roof still. Everybody else is like, you know, shoving them out the door, and I'm like, can you just stay?
Yeah. Well, if you think you were 20 years old, I mean, you are, even though you're adult, you are still like kind of like a child. You know what I mean? You're in that that middle stage of your life where you maybe don't make really good decisions sometimes. So.
Yeah, I don't know. If it was just my mom, I probably would have stayed, you know, but, you know, it wasn't, so. Oh, yeah, and I, you know, tell them about my life experiences too, and, you know, try and let that be a lesson to them so that they can not have to go through that.
Right. But in the end,
oh yeah,
you know, they always have to find out on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can talk till you're blue in the face, and
oh yeah,
it doesn't matter. I mean, just like we were.
Oh, I'm so stubborn. I know.
You get the lectures. I remember getting the lectures and all that, and just like, yes, I know.
Mm.
Sometimes I'm 44 and I still don't feel like an adult. Like when I gotta go pay my mortgage payment, I'm like, oh my god, I've turned into like an adult, or I have like responsibility and I have to like go pay stuff and whatever. And I gotta pay the electric bill, you know. I don't know. It's weird. It's like one day you wake up and you're like, I feel like in that movie Step Brothers, remember when like John C. Reilly has the Chewbacca mask on all the time and then he finally takes it off, and I was like reading cholesterol and stuff. That's what I feel like sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I got a quick trip on
Is the mailman? Yep, it's the mailman.
OJ says, I have to admit it. It's been more than difficult than I thought having our firstborn in college 11 hours away in Cincinnati. He's having a ball, and we keep saying how much we all miss him. Aw. I don't know if I can do it. I mean, Valerie does it, but I just don't know if I could do it.
It's hard. It's hard to be away from them. And I've been away from him for basically, 8 years. Other than making visits, but it's been difficult.
Yeah.
I have to say though, it's been good for them because it's given them, a chance to, grow up and do the right thing. And now that they have children, it's not about them. They've got to think about their kids and their family, and so it's definitely made it so they have to be responsible.
Yeah.
So, which I think is in a sense helped them and probably helped me a little bit too.
Yeah.
Last night when I was at Walmart, all these blankets and T-shirts all had stickers on me that said "Feel Me," and so I grabbed one and put it on my shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I want one of these stickers.
Now you can't get mad if somebody starts rubbing you down in the store, Nikki.
That's what I'm hoping for.
You perv.
Yeah, Nikki, that's an invitation to trespass.
Yeah. Gary's like, you are a nut.
Well, as long as you're not like got that sticker on walking around Walmart looking for Walmart like.
I told Gary, I says, just do what the sticker says.
Oh no.
I hope you guys are in the toy aisle.
I know, but get out.
Yeah, I told Gary, I said, heck with the shirt. I want the sticker. And then I have like copious amounts of nephews and nieces. And in my family, we buy for the little kids, but everybody over 18, we draw names. Well, still, I mean, all the little kids, I've got tons, So I told Gary, I said, you know what, this year, $5. That's it. I'm spending $5 on each of them. No more of this $20 each, And he's like, where are you going to find anything for these kids for $5? I said, you'd be amazed. Owned every one of them. Nice gifts for $5. I suppose I'll be called a cheapskate, but whatever.
They should be happy today. I don't buy anything for. Only person I buy a Christmas present for is my kid, my one son.
Yeah.
And that might make me sound, but like Jim has a brother who has 3 girls, so his girls are a little bit older than Brandon, except the baby. And then they like give Brandon a crappy Christmas present. So then I'd be like obligated. I feel like bad, so I'd give each of their kids a crappy Christmas gift. I'm like, why don't we just not exchange presents? Because I'm like, I don't know what girls are into, and you don't know what my son's into, so it's cool. Don't worry about it. I mean, we get our kid a lot of gifts. He doesn't need because they'd buy him something like the bag of foam blocks at Menards, which are $10, which I don't care. But then I got this bag of foam blocks that the kid never, ever played with, and then I got to get rid of them.
Yeah. Well, me, I go by what they like. I mean, they get gifts that they'll like, and they'll play with. But the thing is I've got one great nephew who I bought him a 3D printer 3 years ago. It still has not been out of the box.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say you got it back.
For God's sakes. How cool is that? Why would that would have been the out of the box. I spent good money on that thing too. So I told Gary, I said, we've got, some of them don't even have haven't ever even opened some of the gifts we've got him because he just gets so much. You know,
Yeah.
they've got active
Man.
grandparents, and they've got great grandpa, and then they got, you know, I mean, and then their parents are doing well for themselves, so they buy them nice stuff.
No.
I think I'd
But
be
all my nieces are all into Barbies, so I got them all a Disney Princess Barbie. And then the kids, the boys, they're all into Hot Wheels, so I got them some Hot Wheels.
I don't even buy Jim a Christmas present. I haven't given Jim a Christmas present in I don't even know how long. Probably at least 10 years.
Me
I
and
don't
Gary,
even know what to buy him.
usually for Christmas, me and Gary, we don't buy each other. I mean, I might buy him like some little stuff to unwrap under the tree, you know, like socks and underwear and stuff like that. But just so he has something to unwrap. But yeah, we don't. We usually sometimes most years we're like 1 year we bought ourselves a TV. That was our Christmas gift, you know.
Yeah, we did that. But if that's
1
something
year
you
we
want,
bought ourselves the Wii, you know, and 1 year we bought ourselves the Wii U, and you know that's the way. And like Gary's like, oh, I gotta go get you a Christmas gift. I'm like, when did we start buying each other Christmas gifts again? I said, plus I got a new computer. I got that 18-inch tablet this year. I mean, I think I'm overdue with I mean, I've got plenty of gifts this year.
I mean, most of the stuff for us, if it's something you really want, I just say, hey, this is something I want, I'm going to buy it for myself. Or maybe if I have some extra money, I'm going to buy it for myself. We don't give gifts, you know.
But I'm like, I've just spent a lot of money on myself this year, so that's good enough for me, you know.
Well, that way you get what you want.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you're a little kid where you're dependent on, you know, an adult to buy you something.
Yeah.
I don't need no adult to buy me nothing. I can buy my own damn stuff.
And my kids buy me stuff, so I mean, I've got something to unwrap, you know.
Yeah.
But even I told them, I said, just don't buy me a bunch of crap. I said, just buy me one small gift that I might like, and that's it. I don't need a whole bunch of stuff. But my kids are really good at buying gifts.
And the other thing is, if you're a household, I mean, if you're a husband and wife, well, if you want to, if I want to buy something but I'm not buying it, it's because right now I need the money to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Out and buys me that thing I'm holding back from buying. She's just taking the household money and put it towards something I knew was not the priority, that it should go to the other thing that's a more important need. So why, you know, to me that doesn't make, as adults, it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. And if Gary does buy me something, I hope it's something usable, not like jewelry or. We've never been into buying each other. Like, he never. I mean, sometimes he buys me flowers, but not very often. If he's going to buy me a gift, he usually buys me something I need or want.
Jim has never, ever, ever, as long as I've been with Jim, he's never bought me flowers, not once. Yeah. Not that I care, but yeah, I just don't buy that kind of stuff.
No, we don't either.
I brought home a bunch of roses this morning, but it's because my boss threw them out because so I just plucked the outside of them off and the dead leaves, you know, and stuck them in a cup and stuck them in my bathroom. Everybody will see them, you know, like, because if you go to the bathroom, you'll be able to see them. But, you know, so, you know, everybody could enjoy them or whatever.
Sure.
And they come with a little thing of plant food so that, you know, if I keep switching the water and the plant food every day, they'll last for like a week.
Yeah.
Every time I get roses, but my boss throws out the old dead roses, you know. And they're not really all that dead. They're just a little wilted.
Right.
Outside. I just pluck them and make them pretty again.
There you go.
That's funny. Frankie Fine said, right on cue, Nikki says, feel me, and poof, there's Sarah.
Yeah, we had a troll named Sarah.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
she's trying to get some attention.
Yeah.
Oh, is she a raspberry girl or a
Very
strawberry girl?
good.
Oh,
Oh yeah, sexy girls for dating. Go to Sarah 23.
Gosh.
well, let's send her a feel me sticker.
Yeah.
She started to say
His
something.
message.
You remind me of
Oh.
someone or something.
Yeah, and it's like a little emoji of somebody standing there or something. She's probably not English. I think she probably is from European or something. So,
Well,
doesn't
.ml,
translate.
wouldn't that be like Malaysia?
Oh, maybe.
Ladies. I mean,
No, yeah, but they're really hitting up all the live shows because if you watch any of the live shows, I mean, they show up with their cherries or strawberries or whatever. I mean, they're really hitting this. They're just doing some marketing.
it's
cool.
the future. It's the future of touring.
It's like selling real estate. You just get yourself out there and you just keep marketing and marketing and then
Yeah, but then you got to pay the MLS fees. You got to pay your broker. It sucks.
Somebody's gonna click on it.
Now, see, that's something I would love. The other Jason says we make a calendar with photos of all the kids on each month for the grandparents. They expect that every year now. That would be awesome.
That is.
Yeah, my father.
I mean, if I had grandkids.
Yeah.
I did that once. 1 year. Several years ago.
My nieces have been asking for. My nieces have been asking for some crocheted top towels. So I was thinking maybe I'd hurry up and whip them up for them. But that means I'd have to have my husband run to Walmart tonight and get me a crochet hook because I lost my crochet hook of that size. I don't know what it is, but my G hook is the one I always lose. I have multiples of every crochet hook except for that one. I always lose that one for some reason. I don't know why.
You need to buy like 5 of them and put them somewhere.
I might have one of those, Nikki.
Yeah. And if you lose a G hook, guys can't ever help you find
Yeah, but I gotta crochet them by Christmas.
Oh my gosh. That's cool, Frankie's finds. That'd be a great gift.
It was funny because my one of my nieces, she's a niece-in-law. She's kind of likes fancy stuff and very, like things that cost a lot of money, Well, 1 year, me and Gary, we weren't doing so great as far as money goes. It was kind of a rough year, and it was when I was on workman's comp, only getting part of my income, and I wasn't really selling on eBay much. And it was quite a few years ago. Anyway, so I crocheted these towels for all my nieces. This is when we were buying gifts for everybody. And so I crocheted these towels for all the nieces. And I was like, well, they're not going to like them, but whatever, Anyway, like not even a year after that, they were all saying, well, about a year after that, they were like, hey, would you mind making us some more of those towels? We love those. I was like, really? I mean, I couldn't believe it. I thought it was such a bad gift, but no, they love them.
Well, sometimes those handmade gifts are they go a lot further than the store-bought ones,
Well, I thought the one niece wouldn't like it, because she's so, into fancy stuff, you know, but
Right.
apparently she did. She was the one who asked for more. So
Yeah. Well, guys, I think
that
I'm
was
going to
like,
go ahead and, sorry.
that's okay. Go ahead. No
I
big
think I'm
deal.
going to wrap it up for the day.
Okay.
So I hope everybody has a great day and gets lots of sales and gets some listing done.
I gotta get the basement done.
We'll see if maybe we can do like a listing party maybe this afternoon or this evening or something. So keep
Don't
your
forget
eye
my
out.
show tonight at 7 p.m. Central.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it a little bit earlier, and that way we can. That way everybody can watch the show too. I hope everybody has a great day, and we'll see y'all later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye now.
Yep.